welcome to another marvelous episode of CFB Nation, hosted by me, Lever KT, a.k.a. the governor of college football. And, of course, with me today, I got Nino, a.k.a. Nino 2 times, the mayor. Nino, fade to black. What's happening?
You see how it dropped in on the screen, like I timed it and everything? No, we do. Yo, this is it. This is the Jay-Z. Right? Me and you love Jay-Z. We're going out.
Yeah, man.
It's the Black Album, Black Episode, whatever you want to call it. It's called the Blackout.
Hey, facts, no doubt.
It's been a run.
I'm about to say.
It's been a run.
It's been one hell of a run. Hold on, I'm trying to make sure we're not having any technical difficulties, because they not gonna mess with us on our Fade to Black episode, man. They just not gonna do that. All right, we Gucci. Shout out to I see Moon is in the chat. I see D-Nell's in the chat, man. Let's get straight to it. So CFB Nation was a vision of mine. It was just a show. August 24th, 2022. Moon knows the full story. I tell Nino and D-Nell the full story off camera. I was a part of another college football show. I was getting irritated, and I'm like, you know what? Let me start my own show. This came about, and I tell you, audio visual. That's the thing that I do. But I tell you, this show really hit its stride when this guy, the hardest working man in college football, Nino 2 times, aka the mayor, joined the show. Nino, what was your first impressions? Because your first episode, it was just a guest hire, like a guest type of ordeal. And then Moon was like, bruh, Nino got it. I'm like, bruh, Nino does got it.
So it's funny because, like, after the show, we were in a group chat, and I'm like, yo, you guys cool with that? That was all right? And you were like, yo, yeah. And you were like, yo, I'd like to do it again. And I'm like, when? Right. You were like, I don't know, like Monday or something. I'm like, how about every Monday? you were like, what? I'm like, let's go. I don't give a shit. Let's go every Monday. Let's do it.
Oh man,
it was just that organic, It was the chemistry was right there. Even when you know how it is. Like when the brim's up, you know the deal. Right, it's going to be butting heads. But even when we butt heads, it's all good fun. It's respectable. It's no Skip and Shannon on this show.
Nah.
But it's been a ride, and it's not over.
No, it's not over at all. And that's the thing. I'm kind of pulling people in. It's the new and improved CFB Nation. CFB Nation has blossomed into something beautiful, something bigger than a show. It's a platform. Yes. Platform, in my opinion, and I'm being biased, of the dopest people in this community, who honestly are just, one, genuine good people, and two, hard working people. So we constantly chopping at the bit. So for a lot of those people who kind of don't know who we are now, I guarantee by the end of college football season, right, we literally about to go on a spring game tour. And there's not a lot of venues that's going to be bringing you tours live from those spring games. So let's get into it. Before we do that, I want to talk about some of our other content we have on this platform. Let's start with Black Shirts Breakdown. Tell the audience what they can get with that.
So with Black Shirts Breakdown, what I'm trying to do is I want the guy who's never ever even heard of the Cornhuskers, heard of any tradition, doesn't even know a single player. You know what I mean? like the couch quarterback, the Monday morning quarterback guy who just turns it on, doesn't know much. I'm just trying to inform them so they know what's going on, that they could literally turn around to their friend and be like, run it down to them, and they would sound like the smartest guy in the room. It's simple points, giving you a basic rundown of each positional breakdown, what the wide receiver, lineman, quarterback, what they came in from, what their recruiting status is, break down the coaches. And now that I've done most of the positional players, we're going to start getting into the spring practices. Like I said, Rule ripped off the single digits. There's no hand-me-outs here. You already got offensive linemen saying that it's a totally different atmosphere. We talked about that yesterday. It's been ugly for a while in Nebraska. And I'm trying to put a little smile on some people's faces out there in Lincoln.
You've been absolutely killing that show. Staying with you, talk to viewers about what they can get Friday nights on P2P.
P2P with me and my brother from another mother, Boomer, me and Jared Gray. It's an all-around college show, okay? What we do is we bring in guests. We bring in a bunch of college active college football players, which we do some interviews with them. What we do is we talk weekly headlines. We'll break down 2, 3, sometimes 4 major topics. I kind of like to alley-oop boom. I'll hit him a pass like Stockton to Malone, let him slam it down. Because my man is just a book of knowledge when it comes to college football.
No doubt.
And then we dive into like right now, because it's like people's off season. I never have an off season. I have an off season, but
what is that?
Other people have apparently other people have an off season. I don't know what that is, but yeah, we're doing team preview breakdown. So there's been a lot of movement in portal, a lot of recruits, right? Guys went to the NFL, so sophomores, juniors, seniors are taking over roles. We're just trying to inform everybody what's going on. Matchups, battles to look out for. New faces in the college coaching carousel. Who could be a flop? Who could be a not? Who could be hot? So we're just running it down. It's a full spectrum of college football on Fridays.
And let me be crystal clear. P2P is for. I don't like saying this. I don't think that's short for casuals. You better know your football when you're listening to Nino and Boomer talk. Point blank, period. Also, another show that we have coming to our platform. You guys know Moon Vibes. That's like Boomer is Nino's brother from another mother. Moon is my brother from another mother. On R1P, I always thought the Staple Show was a show that Moon had called Fantasy Vibes. Well, he's taking that same approach of Fantasy Vibes and bringing it to college. So Moon is giving them a CFF show, and I'm telling you right now, his approach, his dedication, his creativity is like none other. I'm telling you, when that show comes out, for a lot of people who are new to CFF, like me, like myself, I am a casual when it comes to CFF. He gonna break it down. He gonna break it down in the funnest way possible. I'm telling you, I can't wait for that show. D-Now show is dope. Debut show did numbers too, boy. I am trying to tell you. Calling all our Hawkeye fans, Hawk Nest podcast. You guys got to make sure you guys check that out. That's every Wednesday. We typically had that upload ready around 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. D-Now was just a good human being, man. One of the more humble people that I know. And he too, he is busy. You should see a lot of his player breakdowns that he's done for the upcoming college football season, the positional breakdowns that he's done. I'm telling you, we have a lot of surefire talent. And speaking of which, I can't say anything else without saying, make sure you go into your search bar right now, search Toilet the Titles. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you join the Gilded server with Nino, Coach, George, everybody, Justin, everybody on that side, man. And remember, we are connected. CFB Nation and Toilets the Title. We do everything college. They do everything NFL. It's one umbrella. Never forget that. Go ahead, Nino.
Yo, I mean, it's the it's the Faded Black episode. So I got to give flowers and flowers are due. D-Now deserves his flowers.
Oh hell yeah.
Some of my content, some of the stuff I'm able to put out under the Toilet Titles would not be possible if not for that gentleman. He does a lot of the behind the scenes work for me. We work together on a lot of things. We have a show coming up. We kind of previewed it a little bit a while back. We got busy, but it's coming. It's gonna, Debbie Dollins. We're gonna be talking about these young Dollins coming in college football, freshmen and sophomores. But he is just kind of like the yin to my yang, man. He's able to keep me grounded when there's things that I can't get done. He'll pick it up the pieces for me, and I appreciate everything that D-Now does to me, my soldier.
Hey, I'm telling you, he's one of a kind. Also, so this is what's going on with CFB Nation. It's a platform. Like I said that in the opening. It's a platform now. It's so much bigger than the show. So, Nino, let's introduce everybody. We've teased this. Anybody who's been watching the show every week, they kind of seen it coming. Talk to them about CFB Prime. I can't wait. I seen the graphics today, y'all.
I'm trying to make it special, right?
I seen the graphics.
What do you think? You like it?
Oh, they're not ready for it.
No, so I'm trying to go to the next level of, just like we're gonna split it up, and KT's gonna do morning, so and Prime. We're gonna do Prime time, so I'm gonna be, once in a while I'll be solo, but I'm on a lot of shows. You guys are probably sick of seeing my face, so
I'll get used to it.
Yeah. So I got some. I'm gonna be, I'll probably do 2 guests a month, and 2 times I'll be solo, depending on it. The big guns come in, but coming right off the rip, I got Gridiron Scholar coming in, and I'm in the works with Shane Hallam, over at Draft Countdown for Monday, Tuesday this upcoming week.
I haven't seen either one of them gentlemen. I'm telling you, John Law, encyclopedia, and on top of that, he talked that talk. On top of that, so I'm trying to tell you.
And that's why I'm coming with John for the first one. He's high energy like me, right? We both get we get wicked. He's my man. And me and John, we get along with a lot of things, and when we don't agree on things, it gets very exciting. Yeah. So what I'm trying to do is, if I'm solo, you're gonna be seeing me. I'm just gonna be blow the damn whistle. All right, that's my take. That's my thing. What I'm doing with CFB Prime. All these hot takes out there. If I don't like it, or I think it's sus, I'm blowing the damn whistle. You know, Keishon Butte, blow the damn whistle. This is where I'm at on things. Jackson Dart, blow the damn whistle. This is what you're gonna hear. I got the gold whistle hanging from the the picture frame. I got the crown hanging from the picture frame. You're gonna understand. This is no holds bar. You saw C2C Felix. He was punching the bag with his boy, comedy. Right? That was classic, pure absolutely comedy. Classic. This is what we're coming at with CFB Prime. This is what it's going to be. This is going to be high level, high energy, right? I'm not bringing guys on that are going to be mutes. I ain't bringing guys on that are going to be monotone. If you're looking for some action, you're looking for some wow moments, you're looking to, jaw dropping stuff, come on CFB Prime. Get your popcorn ready.
The OGs who remember what I did with Lever Analytics, a podcast that did effing phenomenal. I still kick myself for not keeping it going. And they remember the earlier days of CFB Nation. What you're going to get with CFB Morning is stats. You're going to get analytics, and we going to talk football. That's what we're going to do. We're going to talk X's and O's.
So we do.
I hope y'all ready. Bring your pen, bring your pad, and I'm telling you, every week we're going to have a bid of the week. Somebody who ain't doing what they supposed to do. If you seen episode 2, go to Spotify and watch episode 2 of CFB Nation, and that's kind of what you're going to get with CFB Morning. We coming every Monday and Wednesday, 9 a.m. Eastern. I'm sorry, Wednesdays and Fridays, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, like I said, what me and Nino wanted to do was just spread this out further across the week. We want CFB Nation content every day. We want this to become a daily part of your routine. Go work out, go to work, eat lunch, watch CFB Nation.
I just had an epiphany on air. That? So Monday it's me, Tuesday it's me, Wednesday it's you, Friday it's all of us. I think Thursday needs to be me and you again. Just saying.
I'm off.
I know.
And I'm gonna let everybody in on a big secret.
No, don't. Nope. Not yet.
Not yet.
Oh, ain't ready.
I'm gonna hold that. I'm gonna hold that thought.
There's a special time for that.
Keep your Saturday mornings open. That's all I'm gonna say.
Lock it in.
All right, let's get to it. Rundown today, we're gonna talk about our favorite all-time players. We'll talk about our favorite game. And I got rapid fire that's kind of going to end up being a bounce back between me and Nino. Because a lot of you guys know that, okay, apparently they know college football. Apparently they watch the game. But a lot of y'all don't know, me and Nino both played at a high level. We'll talk about it much. Our stature and surgeries is the reason why we're not still playing. But that's pretty much it. So, Nino, let's get into it. Fade to Black. I wish I could play Jay-Z music. Jay-Z don't play, man. I'm telling you. We had a Jay-Z song as the intro.
2.5 Billy. Right? Forbes just put him at 2.5 billion.
2.5 billion. We had a Jay-Z song on our Spotify podcast as the intro. Spotify said take it down.
Oh, yeah, nah, bro.
Jay-Z is different. It's
different. A Billy Goat, bro. You don't messing with the GOAT.
Bro. And that's my favorite rapper all time. I want to say that's probably one of Nino's favorite rappers as well.
Number one.
Number one.
Remember in the house? Yeah. You were like another reson why we get along.
Yeah, that's it. So I'm a huge Jay-Z fan. So I'm going to do a lot of Jay-Z plugs. What's your favorite Jay-Z song?
Ooh.
Mine is Allure off the Black album.
Okay. 44 Fours is
that's Nino, don't get me to arguing. You said that's his best. I can see how you say that. Lyrically, he was hitting our mentals, in 2017 with that. That's his best album.
Oh no, for me the Black Album is the best album.
Black
I like the Black Album and the very first album.
Reasonable Doubt is fire. Black Album is fire. Blueprint got me over 9/11. So I'll forever be grateful for that. It literally came out September 11th, 2001. That got me over 9/11. And but
the
I had
State Property album. State Property album was supposed to be his boys, which is his album.
Right.
That's low key A1. Like,
right.
If you take Beans out, you take out Meek because he just put Meek on to make a little bit of money. That's what he did for him. But if you listen to what he's saying in that album, fire. Like Reasonable Doubt, my man was like 17. Okay, he didn't even he had no concept of 16 bar format, and he was just crushing shit.
He was going crazy.
But 44 fours, I don't even think people understand the concept of 44 fours all the way rap or how to do that. You could put 300 rappers in a room right now. Maybe 6 could be able to do that and walk out the room.
No,
maybe
I would agree with you 100%.
You know what I mean?
American Gangster, the movie theme talking about the rise,
it's
the
literally
demise,
a soundtrack.
It's beautiful. So let's talk about your all-time favorite college football player, man.
Look good, feel good, smell good, play good, live good. You know what I'm saying? My favorite player in college football. I mean, Reggie was one of my guys. Reggie Bush. He's probably top 3.
Reggie Bush top 3 for sure.
Yeah, Deion Sanders is 1. 6 foot, 192. Went to Florida State. Like he was a Florida boy, right? You know what I mean? Like he says it all the time. How did a Florida boy make it to Houston? Like how did a Florida boy make it to San Francisco? Right. He was the thing with Deion is it was persona. He made this persona to never have his mama ever have to work again. You know what I mean? He knew he had to be different. He just prime time. Prime was football.
Can we say that he might have been the first marketing genius?
Yeah,
can we say that?
100%. There was people that were dibbling and dabbling. Prime kicked the door open in college.
He did.
I come in with Jerry
showed
Curl
up to the draft, man. Come on,
in a tuxedo because he knew he was the best. He showed up to the combine in a full suit. You know what he said? Because I knew I was going there for one reason, to run the 40, and I knew I was breaking the record. Bro, the swagger, he dripped puddles when he was in games. Nobody high-stepped. Nobody wore do-rags. My man wore a freaking headband, a sweatband on his neck because he wanted swag. He was that good. He'll tell you. You watch the interview with him, before he went to Colorado, they did the whole thing.
Yes or no, did you wear a bandana under your helmet? And then they color the inside of your helmet. Oh, yeah.
Facts.
Oh yeah.
Yo, I only wore it though when it was blue because when he was when it was black and blue, I did it in Atlanta. I did it at Dallas. When he went to San Francisco, because I was a Dallas kid, that fan, and everybody was at that time, I just couldn't bring myself to do it. It was hard for me. I watched the games. I wouldn't root for anything except when he picked it, unless it was against Dallas. Oh, he went to the house. I'll be all right. But then I'm like, bro, I hate Steve Young. You know what I mean? I hate Joe Montana. They're great, but being a Cowboys, I'm nah. Yo, this whole he don't tackle. Deion Sanders don't tackle. He ain't physical. Will you watch any of these games ever? My man's not stupid. No, he's not gonna go tackle a running back come out of the backfield in full stride. He ain't dumb. You know what I mean? He ain't tackling the tight end across the middle. No. But he tackles wide receivers. He'll take angles. He'll throw his body low with legs when it was legal at that time, right? In college, right? First year, he had 22 tackles. 42 tackles, 22 solo. Second year, 61 tackles, 34 solo. Then it was 46 tackles, 21 solo, and then 34 tackles, 25 solo. Bro, does that sound like numbers of guys who don't tackle? Sounds like a guy who's out there getting it in, right? Oh, freshman year, I'm only going to have 1 pick, but it's going to go for 100 yards and to the house because it's prime time. That's what he does. The year after that, he had 4 picks. The year after that, he had 4 picks. And then his senior year, it's time to lace up the boots, get the glasses out, put the Jerry Curl swag on. 5 picks, 2 to the crib. My man he was a playmaker. He was Reggie Bush on the defensive side of the ball before before Reggie Bush's daddy even had a twinkle of him in his eyeball. Okay? Prime changed college football and the NFL. And I'm going to go with him and Bo Jackson changed sports in general. Right? Bro, and they'll say that Bo Jackson was a better 2-sport athlete. And that's probably true, right? But Bo Jackson don't have hips and can't walk, right? Had Prime just lost his toe 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Like so, like he still was healthy for many years after Bo. But did Bo get on a plane after playing in a playoff game for the Braves and then go put on a uniform and play for the Atlanta Falcons? Because I'm pretty sure Bo never did that from Oakland to Kansas City because both of those teams stunk. But Prime's teams never stunk, right? Atlanta stunk the very first year he was there, and then they were relevant every time out. No number one receiver, even in college, dog Prime. Prime was what Sauce Gardner looked up to. Prime is what Darrelle Revis was reading about when he was playing Pop Warner football. Like the greats looked up to Prime.
Yeah,
he's the dude. He's still the dude. And now he's the coach, and he's the dude. And he's only been doing it for 3 years. So Deion Sanders, like he won a Jim Thorpe Award. Like it's just mind blowing to me that people say he didn't play defense outside of like he was just a pretty boy who picked the ball off and only tried when he needed to. Come on, man.
What people don't understand is that Deion Sanders put the fear of the man upstairs into quarterbacks. Can you imagine in 2023 a quarterback not spreading the ball across the field? Literally, they would not look. Quarterbacks wouldn't look at Deion's side of the field. Like,
he made lockdown, right? He's the originator of a lockdown.
Yeah. Come on, man.
There was no such thing as a lockdown cornerback before Deion Sanders. Like you didn't even have to. There was never a dude that eliminated the whole side of a field until Deion Sanders came into. Like Deion's on there. All right, we ain't throwing to the left side of the field. It's gonna suck. We're on one side. Like he was the first guy you could put on an island and say he's Gucci.
Yeah,
he don't need no help. Put the roll the safety the other way. He don't need no help. Game change, bro.
And he was dangerous in the return game.
Oh, bro,
I know it's a lot of Devin Hester fans out there.
Bro, he has three career touchdowns for SFU. Every single season he had over at least over 280 return yards and over 30 attempts. Like the dude, and that's all punter. Like he didn't do many kick returns in college. In the NFL, yeah, he did more. But then I always go back to that story that you see. I seen on the pivot, right? Ryan Clark, I guess his first game for Washington or something. He takes some sack on special teams. They're playing the Cowboys. Deion's on the Cowboys, and they know each other. And Clark's all gassed up on the sideline. Deion's heated, right? He just looks over the side, looks at him, and goes, "I see you." They kick the ball off. My man runs it back to the house, puts the ball down on the sideline, and goes, "All right, there, young boy. I'm the dude." Like, come on, yeah. And that's Ryan Clark telling the story. So like. It's legit. Like Deion Sanders changed the game. Prime's prime, bro. People wouldn't have swag. Wouldn't be out there looking the way they look. Do rags, like towels, the gloves, like all that. He did that.
Come on,
that's him.
The high stepping, like, come on,
Merton, dude. He got Merton Hanks to do the neck bump. Like you know what I'm saying, bro? Come on. He was like, I got the high step. You got to figure something out. I was like, I got you, and almost snapped his neck.
Right. That joint was crazy. I remember Merton Hanks. Shout out to Moon. Moon's favorite all-time college player, DeAnthony Thomas. I remember hearing Snoop talk about DeAnthony Thomas and Pop Warner. Yeah.
Ooh.
That's
I'll tell you what. You ready for this one? Ready? I'm gonna. It goes Deion, Reggie Bush, LeVar Harrington, because I never seen a grown man jump lineman like he ever did in my life.
I remember him at Penn State.
Multiple times. They call Hike. He was on a quarterback head.
Hold on. This is your order. Because you better be careful. Because there's somebody waiting for you to say it. And if you don't say it, it's going to get real.
Well, I was gonna surprise you because 4 for me is LaMichael James. James.
What's Charles Woodson?
He'll be the next one. He's in the top 5. But LaMichael James to me was just special.
He was dangerous. He was
so small. And then he could do it all. Like he could catch the ball. He could run the ball. He won't block it in there. But like you could put this man in the space of a soda can. And he somehow would get out of it. I don't know. Like in that
Oregon offense was so fun to watch.
So stupid. Yeah. They had big guys up front. Everybody was twitchy. You know what I mean? Charles Woodson was just something different. All right. He was just something different. Like my man was catching one-handed balls on the defense, picking it, and then they throw him one down the sideline, and he catching one hand for a touchdown. Like, all right.
He was another cornerback who had swag. Not quite Deion swag, but it was a different type of swag. Like,
I might go out and say in college, Charles Woodson might have had a little bit better hands than Deion.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, like he actually
But
played.
then 5 is what's I'm gonna say Ty LaMichael and Woodson tied, and then 5. Shoeless Robinson. Denard Robinson was just something else.
He was electrifying. He's
that's
electrifying.
a watch, bro. I mean,
where's Tim Tebow?
Nah, bro, that was trash. That was trash, bro. It's a gimmick. It was a gimmick. I'm sorry. Not for me. God bless him.
What did you just say?
Not for me, man.
Hold on, Tim Tebow. Say that again.
It's a gimmick. He's a gimmick, man.
Nino, stop it, man.
I'm sorry. He was the epitome of a big fish in a small pond, because as soon as he hit the big pond, he was non-existent.
D now has a spicy take. He said Kenyon Barner was better
than Michael James. You want to go back and look at how many big play touchdowns or how many big plays Michael James had? Do not go there with me. Not Oregon, bro. That's my team. That's one of the 5, bro. You're stepping in bad territory. That's bad juju. It's fade to black tour. You don't want to fade to black tonight.
Also, D now did say his all-time favorite player, Homer Brad Banks. Brad Banks was a dog.
Yeah.
Me and him have talked about Brad Banks off camera. Y'all want to know who my favorite college footballer is?
Yo, hold up. D-Now's favorite college player ain't like George Kittle? Like, I would assume like it would have been Kittle, you know what I mean? Or one of them boys.
Brad Banks was a dog. A dog. And you got to figure at the age, you know what I'm saying? Age matters when you think about your favorite college football player.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's true. All right. I'll give him that. It's just Kittle was something else there.
Y'all want to know who my favorite college football player is?
I know your favorite college football player. I said it before we even got on air.
And he sure did. Cue the intro. Him. Desmond Howard is the reason I watch college football. Him. Really him. 19 touchdowns. The year he won a Heisman.
Yeah.
Come on.
Dumb.
And then that famous kick return that I've used for the intro. He already knew it was over. Hit him with the Heisman pose.
Bro, that was what? That was like the 3rd week in a row that he had done some stupid, long touchdown or something? He knew it was crap.
It was ridiculous. He is the reason I watch college football. It is close. Me and Nino, one place that we agree is Reggie Bush. We are both huge Reggie Bush fans. Yeah. He's in my list. Peter Warrick is also.
I told you I love Peter Warrick, but another guy from Florida State. Right, you know what I mean?
I think I'm showing a lot of wide receiver favoritism, but I think about my youth. I think about the reasons I play football, and it's funny that Nino mentioned Deion. Deion was a guy that I like. Desmond Howard was a guy that I like. I didn't get a chance to see Barry Sanders in college, but I seen him in the pros. And when I played running back and today's like, you too small, you need to go play flank on a corner. I emulated my style after Barry Sanders. So before we get into the favorite game, Nino, I got a rapid fire question for you.
Shoot.
What is your favorite sport to play? Football?
Yeah.
What position did you play?
I got stuck playing wide receiver cornerback.
So we both played the same position.
Just run, boy, run. Run, Forrest, run.
What type of what was your helmet setup? Like how did you wear your helmet? Mind you, me and Nino played, and we ain't gonna say how long ago it was, because it's a little while ago. You know what I'm talking about?
When I was playing football, we didn't have this. The mouth guards were part of the face mask, right? Mm. You didn't have the single thing. You had to have the tag. So I always had the tag on, right? Mm. But it was like I would tuck it in the grill. Mm. I told you yesterday off camera, I tried to wear the mirror visor. I pulled up.
Coach,
I pulled up the practice. Coach looked at me and said, "Bro, get that thing off your helmet." I'm like, "What, dude? It's Oakley, boy. Get that. You want to play? Get that thing off your helmet." I'm like, "Oh, all right." So I think that was going. You know what I mean? Like, I tried to look good when I was out there, but I worked my ass off. But I was 5'2", 5'3", like 100-something pounds. You couldn't catch me. Right. I was like the wind. You know what I mean? But I knew what my deal was. You know what I mean? But like I told you off camera, I was more like a technical dude. I'd line up, especially on defense, and
high IQ.
I'd see dude's footwork, and I just turn like, not today, homie. And you gotta look at me like, nope, you ain't doing inside route on me today. You got from the hatch to the sideline, just staring at me like, I just turn my hips, force him. Go ahead, you can push me. I'm catching you. Like you might push me a bit physical out the box. You ain't as fast as me. I get there, and he had like 3-4 yards on me if he pushed me off the line. But I come up underneath him and knock the ball out every time. Heated. Dude would be pissed. Come third quarter, he'd be trying to tell coach, yo, rotate me out. Rotate me on the other side. I just follow him. Follow him. I'm like, yo, switch. Come off the field, coach would be like, yo, what are you doing? You stay on the side field? I'm like, nah, it's man. It's my man. I'm taking this man.
Right. So
I locked him up all game. Somebody else ain't reaping my benefits.
I didn't travel when I played corner. I told you this yesterday, I was strictly left cornerback. I think I might have switched one time. That's if I played a left-handed quarterback, which happened probably one in my 7-year career. So talk to me about your accessories. How you wore your jersey? Did you wear a towel? You wore anything on
I had a towel.
Wristbands or gloves?
Gloves. I had the gloves. They never were strapped. They were the Velcro curled over. Velcro curled over. Tag out. You know what I'm saying? I like the two-tone gloves, so I usually did like a gray with like a white or some kind of black on it, and then I would do like the all whites with something on a palm. I didn't no neck stuff. I wore a do-rag under the helmet. I did one armband. Was a skinny guy though. I like the little skinny guy.
Right.
Had the logo, but the logo always, it was just like a superstition thing, but the logo was always faced in, like underneath the arm. And I was the dude, like I'm sick in the head. Like I would wear one sleeve, one leg sleeve. Like I got looked at.
You was doing that back then? You was doing that back then?
I cut it off.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we would cut, like me and one of the linebackers, my buddy Eric Gray. It's funny that it's Eric. I swear to God, not Eric Gray from Oklahoma. We called him EJ. He was the same way. He was like Vladimir, bro. He was crazy. He was an absolute sick man on a football field. But he'd do the same thing. He cut one arm, leave a long arm out. Like, yeah, we just
y'all were doing that back then. So y'all were fashion forward back then.
Yeah, we would just do stupid stuff just to be different. You know what I mean? Like people were like, yo, you guys got tights on.
Nah, we wore tights.
You want to say something to this guy? You want to say something to 6 foot, 205-pound dude? Right. Rip your skull off right now? Go ahead.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. So my helmet, the first helmet I got, they gave me a Thurman Thomas face mask.
And the chunky one?
The bulky one, yeah.
Man. Did you get the curve? It had the weird curve, right?
Yeah, it was like the duck. Nah. And so this is my first year, so I don't really know a lot about the fashion of it. My uncle said, hell no. He went and got me the Jerome Bettis, the 3-bar joint with the bull. He went and got that. He put that on. So he introduced me to that. And
it comes out a little more, right? Like
yeah. So he introduced me to that. And so every year after that, I was like, nah, that face mask is cool, but I wanted the Dickinson, the same joint Dion had, same. So boom, I would put that on every year. And then in the late 90s, what I ended up doing was I seen that our helmets only had the low hook connects. So I took a flathead. You know what I'm saying? Like twisted it, made high hooks.
Popped them open.
Yeah. Put screwed in the high hooks. And the commissioner of our organization was like, bro, why you keep putting high hooks in my helmet? I'm like, bro, because I don't want to wear low hooks. I want to wear the high hooks with the 3 straps, and when the one curled up like Michael Irvin. I'm telling you, man, like Dion really inspired a whole generation of pretty boys out there on the corner, man. So it was. I used to cut my thigh pads.
Oh, you put it backwards.
Yeah. No. So I had that. No, I did. I had
put the chin strap like you.
No, I had the high hooks up top. And I had one strap. Usually the left strap will be strapped. And then I had like the right one to be like curled. It'll be off. So it'll just be like 3 of them strapped, but 1 of them off. So that's how I wore it. So yeah, back in the day, then I wore the little Charles Woodson bands that you hit right around your elbow, a little bit lower than your elbow. I wore those. Definitely wore the tights. And then got creative. Took my jersey to the cleaners and they put the little, because back in the day the arms were loose. So they put the little, I forgot what the material called to make it tight around your arms.
Elastic.
The elastic around, bro. I was looking sweet out there. And my team colors was green and yellow. I had a yellow visor, bro.
See, hey, listen. You probably at the time when you were playing, because I got a couple of years on you,
Mm-hmm.
we had the bulky pads. There was no way I could even like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, I just want to be like me and you,
Well,
smaller stature, so I just want to be
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah,
So
I wanted to be fast,
I was like,
too.
bro, I'm not putting these bulky pads on, so I was cutting them joints, putting them right. You know what I'm saying? Like
taking the underpiece out.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
need that one.
yeah.
I'll take these two. This
yeah.
little
And
piece
if
here,
I
don't
could have
need
got
it.
punter
Yeah.
shoulder pads back then, I would have got them too. Like I didn't
Yeah,
like
you
the
want the
bulky-
ones that didn't even come, that just literally rested. You didn't want the ones that
I
curled
wanted to be
around.
able to. I wanted to be able to move, man. So
Yeah.
So I definitely wanted to ask you that. So let's get into the your all-time favorite college football game, and I think we might agree on this.
Nah, because I had to go a different way.
Okay.
I had to go a different way because I knew you were going to go that way. I mean, we could talk about that game for an hour.
Right.
But we're fading out, right?
Yeah,
and we're giving flowers.
It's fade to black. Yeah.
Yeah, so Boomer hasn't got no flowers yet, like, so I got to give Boomer some flowers. Listen, I met Boomer on T2T. We did one episode. He was a guest. I was with Coach. We kind of just was like, yeah, good show. It was like, awesome, good thing, blah, blah, blah. Coach was like, hey, would you ever want to work with Jared? I'm like, yeah, I'll be down to work with Jared. And then on the side chat, Jared hits me up. He's like, hey, man, great show, blah, 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 good chemistry. But I'm like, hey, Coach was asking about the show. Would you want to? Yeah, absolutely. Boom. 2 weeks later, we got P2P. And it's just been on another level. And then without P2P, I wouldn't be able to have CFB Nation with you. So, Boomer, opened the door. He had already established himself, ESPN guy. Like, he had done the IDP thing.
Boomer is him. A lot of people don't
know. I was a no one. I'm still a no one, but like I was a speck in the particle.
I'm not letting you get away with it. I
was a speck in the particle world. You know what I mean? He was able to kind of bring me out of there, and get me on the right path. So this game is for him. I'm gonna go to October 22nd, 2016. Oklahoma Sooners against Texas Tech Red Raiders. The number 854 sticks out in my head because I don't think this has ever happened in college football ever in an absolute shootout. They both teams finished with 854 yards exactly. Both teams.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Insane, right? Final score 66-59, I believe it was. 66-59. Oklahoma. I just want to run this down to you, okay? People talk about Baker Mayfield. Dude, this season and in this game, my man was in his bag. My man was throwing straight dots. Like, Patrick Mahomes threw the ball 88 times. Like, can you understand that? He threw the ball in college 88 attempts in a game. Bro.
That's ridiculous.
I don't even know how that kid's arm is still attached. He went 52 for 88 for 734 yards, 5 touchdowns and a pick, and then he rushed for 83 yards and 2 touchdowns. But, like, bro, the Sooners scored at freaking will. Boom, right off the rip, 56-yard touchdown pass, Joe Mixon. Boom. Next possession, 49-yard touchdown pass to Dede Westbrook. Dede Westbrook was two-stepping his way to that whole secondary against Texas Tech. They could not stop him. Nothing. They could have brought out an army, and he was weaving through everybody. Then it was Ward for Texas Tech on a run. This is where I want to get to the point. It was a 4-yard run, 12 plays. The other 2 touchdowns, under 5 plays. The next thing we're going to get to, second quarter, Mixon, 46-yard touchdown run, right? Mahomes, 11-yard touchdown run, 11 plays. Oh, you hit a field goal. Jonathan Giles got a touchdown. Pass from Mahomes. Or you hit a 23-yard pass to Nick Basquire, I believe it was. Third quarter. Or you scores again right off the rip. Right after the half. 23-yard touchdown to Dede Westbrook again. Dede lit them up. Joe Mixon lit them up from on passing end. He had close to 300 yards. It was just stupid. Reginald Davis scores a 30-yard touchdown. 10 plays. Like, every drive that Texas Tech scored on was at least 9 plays or more. There was like 6 scores on Oklahoma that was less than 5 plays. Like, Mixon scored twice on over 40-yard drives. Like, he had, let me see here. Mixon had 31 attempts, 263 yards,
That's
2
stupid.
touchdowns,
That's
and then he
stupid.
had 4 receptions for 114 yards and 3 touchdowns. Like, stupid. I told you Mahomes already. Baker, in the same game, in a shootout, one guy throws for 88. This guy threw for 36 attempts for 545 and 7 touchdowns. Like, 36. He completed 29. 7 of them were touchdowns. My man was just throwing dots. The second
Mahomes
touchdown
threw
that
52 more attempts.
yeah, bro, 88 attempts.
What?
He completed 52 attempts, right? He completed 52 passes, and he also attempted 52 more than Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield won the game. There's that, bro. The second touchdown to Dede Westbrook was his 13th touchdown in 9 quarters. They run that backfield again. His 13th touchdown in 9 quarters. It was the first quarter of that game. Baker Mayfield in college football that year was him.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Must see TV.
Yeah, obviously NFL is the NFL, but in college football, that game it was literally back and forth. It almost was like
Legends
Texas
never
Tech
die,
let you breathe. Like Texas Tech let you breathe for a little bit because they went on drives, and then Mayfield and Mixon would come right up. Like if Dede Westbrook could have put 60% of that season, like not just that game, that season in the NFL, but he'd still be playing.
Right.
He was like a 2-year flash. And he only had one decent year with the Jaguars. Other than that, he was But like, bro, that game was just. Mark Andrews was in the game. He was on Oklahoma. He was just kind of like a answeratory pick. You're compensatory. You're just. I'll throw you a couple passes when I need to. Like, there was one play that Andrews caught a sick ball. They blitzed Mayfield. He was like damn near wrapped up 6 yards in the backfield. He crunches himself down, rolls out to a linebacker coming to eat his face. He 2 steps to do like a Euro step back into the mayhem, slides back out. He's wide open. Who's standing there on the sideline? Mark Andrews. Like the fact that dude was able to get away from that was mind blowing and complete a pass to a future Pro Bowl tight end who was not covered. It's just that game was just insane. And the fact that both teams had 854 yards exactly. Come on.
It's like one of them storybook type of games. D now mentioned some great games. He mentioned the game back in 2003, the national championship between Ohio State and Miami. That was a damn good game. Then he mentioned a great moment in college football history. Byron Leftwich, my apologies, at Marshall. Couldn't even walk, bro. The offensive lineman had to carry him up. Yeah, they had to pick him up and carry him down the field. That's just a classic moment in college football history. The game for me, everybody should know the answer. USC, Texas. 2006. The names. Just come on, man. Vince Young on the USC side. Lindell White, Reggie Bush, Matt Leinart. It was just so Dwayne Jerry. It was just so many marquee college football players in that game.
You say him at the end, like you just throw him in there. He was a product of what was around him, right?
I think that was proven in the NFL.
Yeah, because you had the run game was stupid. Reggie was an absolute stupid weapon out of the backfield. Like, obviously, Matt Leinart was a product of what was around him. Right. He had 5 guys in front of him like a brick wall, and two NFL proven ready running backs. Man, they just went on. I remember Jared being talked about in top 3 wide receiver class, and I want to say by week 12 that year he was drafted, he was like a who?
Yeah. He was an afterthought. It's come down to that.
Did you stay awake for that whole game?
Yeah, bro, I stayed awake and I recorded it on VHS.
You were a young buck. How old were you at that time?
I was in college. Yeah, I was in college.
19, 20?
Yeah, it was my first year of college. So, and I happened to be, it was fall break. So I happened to be.
Oh, all right, yeah, because I remember that game was that game went to 1 in the morning or something stupid.
It did. So, we were on break, winter break. So, yeah, that was phenomenal. Nino, it has been an absolute pleasure. But it ain't over with. It ain't over with. It's just a new and improved CFB Nation. Like I said, the platform is bigger than a show. I've enjoyed this, man, and it's just getting started. We are getting credentials left and right for spring games. Like I said, CFB Nation, follow us on Twitter at the CFB Nation. Nino does a great job on Twitter. He keeps everybody updated with portal moves, all that type of stuff. So just make sure y'all stay tuned. Strap in your seatbelt, because I'm telling you, we about to take y'all on a hell of a ride.
So,
go ahead.
I've been doing these player profiles.
Mm-hmm.
I hate when I get ideas on air because it's hard for me to bite my tongue, right? You know how I am.
Who cares?
And you're gonna, but then because then you're gonna get fired up, and then it's gonna be something that's just not gonna go away, and it's just gonna have to be done. But I've been doing player profiles, and like
in-depth player profiles. Let's put respect on the name of what you're doing. In-depth player profiles. Games, the minute and time of point that plays happen. He's proven that he's actually watching film, not highlights. Film. It's levels to this. Continue.
Yeah, I try to dive in. I'm not trying to. Anybody can watch highlights. That doesn't show you the good or the bad. And when I give you like highlighted moments, I give good and bad. Like I'll go in the con section and tell you, a man gets handsy. He got flagged 6 times in this game. I'll let you know. But so I've been diving in, and then the more film I watch, the more like things I've been thinking about. And while we were doing this, and all the big dogs do it. If there's anybody out there that has high-level spreadsheet skills, I think it's time CFB Nation does their own rankings and their own process.
I know a guy. I had that in mind. You saying it on air. I know a guy. You know a guy too.
Okay.
K Ford. I'll reach out soon. we'll make that happen.
We'll make that happen. I think there needs to be a.
Yeah, we can put a committee together. Everything, and we could do it starting week 1. We don't gotta start week 0. We can start week 1, and every they do it.
You're
Tuesday
like
nights.
5 or 6 components that go into our ranking and our profile and why we feel that way. And I'll
holler at K Ford. K Ford is a friend of the family, man. So
I live this.
Yes.
We live this.
Yes.
This isn't something that it's a hobby, but I want it to be a lifestyle.
No, and we live this so much. I've changed my work schedule around. Last year I missed a lot of Saturdays if I didn't take them on. This year we're gonna be at games. I'm trying. And listen, I'm not making this stuff up. This is how it's going down. But shout out to everybody who's been supporting the channel from day one. Shout out to everybody who's been supporting T2T, CFB Nation, R1P. Even shout out to my guy Jalen. Shout out to Brad. I talked to Brad earlier today. Shout out to Steez, because they help mold what we are today. They help shape what this is. Hey, bro, we ain't going nowhere. Get used to our fucking faces.
Blow the damn whistle. Blow the damn whistle.
I'm telling you. So starting next Monday, Nino will be premiering. You heard me. Premiere pilot episode. Pilot episode of CFB Prime Monday night 8 p.m. Man, y'all make sure y'all here. And then he's
blow the damn whistle.
Blow the damn whistle. And then he gonna run it back Tuesday for y'all. Wednesday morning, boom, I'm hitting y'all. Boom, and it might be exclusively on TikTok. Ooh. Message. 9 a.m. Boom. And guess what's happening after that? 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sooner Shakedown. Guess what's happening after that? We got Hawks Nest. Come on, man. We're applying pressure. Stop playing with us, man. CFB Nation, the best college platform in the world. I'm ending it like that.